Greg here, Premier Fitness Systems. Want to talk to you guys today about foam rolling. Now, a lot of times I have people that ask me, what the hell is foam rolling? You know, what does that do for my body? Easiest way to explain that is it's like giving your body a deep tissue massage. Obviously, for performance in any type of sport, even if you're just going out for a 2-3 mile run, obviously having your muscles at optimal length is going to be huge. And if you think about a rope, if you have knots in that rope, obviously the rope's going to be shorter. That's what happens when we get knots in our muscles. So with the foam roller, what we're going to try to do is get rid of those knots, lengthen that rope, which is our muscles, to allow us to get maximal benefit out of our body. So what I've got here today is 3 different things. I've got a nice hard medicine ball, I've got a golf ball, and I've got an actual foam roller. What I'm going to show you guys how to do is hit some of the different muscles in the legs and allow yourself just to prepare for exercise a little bit better. So typically what I like to have clients do is warm up for about 5 minutes, get the muscles a little bit elastic before they do this. And then prior to a hard workout, you want to make sure you lengthen those muscles. So first thing I'm going to start with is a golf ball. Most of the fascia in the body is connected with the feet, so it's really important to make sure that our arches and all our muscles in our feet are nice and ready, prepared for exercise. So just like a foam roller or a medicine ball, when you're using this on knots, you want to find a knot in your muscles and hold that tension on that knot for about 8 to 10 seconds, kind of help that tension resolve in that muscle. So for instance, you know, you can hold on to a wall or whatever. You can put that golf ball under your feet. Usually I like to spend about a minute or 2 on each one of my feet. Kind of find a spot where I can feel some tenderness, and then what I want to do is apply some weight, hold some pressure on that spot, get in that knot, hold it for about 10 seconds or so, kind of move that ball until I find that next spot, kind of working the different spots on that foot, especially the base of the heel where a lot of your tendons all connect right at that arch point. A lot of times people that have plantar fasciitis, this is a great exercise for you to kind of be able to basically loosen up those tendons in those feet. So usually spend about a minute or 2 on each foot, and then next what I'm going to have you do is we're going to go to the med ball. The reason I pick a med ball over a foam roller is it's a lot more dense. So either using a softball or a med ball is great for doing the calves. A lot of times I find a foam roller doesn't really put enough pressure. So same thing, we're going to kind of work those knots on here. So it's important that I'm going to kick one foot over the next, kind of find a spot where I got some good pressure. I want to use this leg to kind of push down on a knot. Now if I find a good spot and that's still not enough pressure, I can pick my butt up, so I'm using all the weight of my body to go through that point. Once again, kind of working each calf, finding different spots. You want inside and outside of that calf, holding for about a 10 count, working each calf for about 2 minutes on each side. Last but not least, you've got the good old foam roller, which I'm going to show you how to work the adductors, the quads, and the IT bands. For most of you runners that have problems with your knees, a lot of times it has to do with your IT band on the outside being too tight. Your knees don't track right. So this is a great one. And for most people, this is the most painful one of all. So what I like to have my clients do on this one is you're going to kick your leg over the other leg so it's out in front. What I want to do is make sure I keep the leg that's on the foam roller nice and straight, and I'm going to kind of lay on the floor and kind of roll up and down. I want to stop about 1 inch below the hip and work myself all the way down to the knee on this one. Once again, kind of rolling that foot inside and outside, hitting spots on that foam roller. Now, once I hit the muscles in the IT band, the next one I will do is I'm going to hit the quadriceps. So I can lay on my stomach on here and kind of just make sure that I'm finding some good spots. Now, last but not least, I've got my adductors, which are the muscles that come inside, kind of attached to my groin, running into my knee. So I'm going to lay my body sideways on here. Once again, picking my leg up, kind of rolling and finding all those spots, especially as you get closer to your knee. That's where you're going to have a lot of knots on here, but holding tension on each spot for about 10 seconds and then kind of moving on to that next spot. So obviously, you know, starting at the feet, working to the calves, IT bands, quads, adductors, kind of working about 5 minutes on each leg is a great way for you, especially before a long run or a good workout, to really loosen everything up. You're feeling tight after workout, it's something you can do after as well to kind of take those knots out of those muscles. So hopefully this helps you out, and good luck to everyone.